Hello, dear viewers. Today we are going to discuss what is ecosexuality. Ecosexuality is a novel way of looking at the relationship between humans and nature. Throughout the history of civilization, it was believed that the relationship is possible only between the humans. But ecosexual writers assert that that relationship is possible between humans and the objects of nature, and the human beings can fall in love with water, trees, sky, mountains, or any object of nature. Moreover, ecosexuality also challenges the anthropocentric view. Anthropocentrism means that human beings are the center and the nature serves the human beings. And that is why throughout the history, humans have used, abused, and exploited nature for their own purposes. As a result, human culture and civilization developed while nature deteriorated. Therefore, ecosexual writers are of the opinion that humans are not the center. Rather, nature is also connected with the humans because humans have destroyed nature and it has effects on the lives of humans as well because we see in the world that there is global warming and climate change that is creating problems for the human beings. The climate is changing because of the human activities that focuses on development of the culture but destroys nature. In this regard, Farid Zakaria in his book 10 Lessons for a Post-Pandemic World says, our destruction of natural habitats may also be to blame. Some scientists believe that as humans extend civilization into nature, building roads, clearing land, constructing factories, excavating mines, we are increasing the odds that animal will pass disease to us. It means that as long as the culture is developing, it leads to the destruction of nature and the climate change. Coming to the major traits of ecosexuality, ecosexual writers are of the opinion that we must think of nature as a lover and a beloved rather than as a mother. Throughout the history, nature has been seen as a mother, but ecosexual writers are of the opinion that nature must not be looked like a mother because mother is a passive role and passive people are always objectified, used, and exploited. In the same strain, nature was like mother and it was used and abused by the culture. In this regard, two writers are very famous. One is Annie Sprinkle and the second is Beth Stevens. In this regard, Annie Sprinkle and Beth Stevens say, we shift the metaphor from earth as mother to earth as lover to entice people to have more love of the planet. It shows that when you will fall in love with nature and the objects of nature, you will take care of nature. As we generally see that the person or the thing we love, we always take care of that. And they say that environment can only be saved when you will fall in love with the objects of nature. Moreover, they say that we like to have skygasms and we shamelessly hug trees, massage the earth with our feet, and talk erotically to plants. We are skinny dippers, sun worshippers, and stargazers. We caress rocks, are pleasured by waterfalls, and admired earth's curves often. We make love with the earth through our senses. We celebrate our e-sports. We are very dirty. We are everywhere. We are polymorphous and pollen amorous. It shows that you can fall in love with the trees, you can hug trees, you can fall in love with the earth where you can get connected with the earth, you can fall in love with the water, where you can sit in the water and enjoy the connection with water, and so on and so forth. Moreover, related to ecosexuality and nature as a lover, Annie Sprinkle and Beth Stevens have directed a movie with the name of Goodbye Gole Mountains, in which they show that how they can make a good connection and a sexual relationship with the nature and objects of nature. The next important aspect of ecosexuality is ecosexual weddings. Annie Sprinkle and Beth Stevens are of the opinion that you can marry with the nature and objects of nature, and that is why they say that marry water, marry mountains, marry trees, or any object of nature. The most important point of ecosexuality is environmental responsibility that is performed through love. They are of the opinion that if we look at the degradation of the environment, it is our responsibility that we must work for the environment. And this work must be performed through love, because when we love someone or something, we always take care of that. So they say that when you will love each and every object of nature, you will take care of the objects of nature, and it will result in saving the environment. The next point is that this theory is also known as post-humanism, because in the past it was believed that human beings are the measure of all the things, and everything revolves around humans, and humans are the center, and all other objects of nature are created to work for the humans. But in the present day, it is believed that human beings are connected with the nature, and the existence of human beings is connected with the existence of nature. So, as long as you are caring for the nature, the human beings will be able to live on this planet. And if human beings are not taking care of the nature, they will not be able to live on this planet, and it will lead to the sixth extinction. As Elizabeth Colbert in her book Sixth Extinction says, that the world has been destroyed 5 times in the history, and this will be the sixth extinction. And this sixth extinction will be brought by the human efforts, and it will lead to climate change and new diseases and new problems for the human beings. Moreover, Elizabeth Colbert in her book Under a White Sky says that the world has been brought to this stage by human efforts and human endeavors, and because of the industrialization. And she is of the opinion that humans can collectively work for saving the environment. And in this book, Under a White Sky, she tells how to save the environment. Now, I would like to share few novels connected with ecosexuality. The first novel is Overstory by Richard Powers. In this novel, there is natural environment, and there is a forest in which there are a lot of trees, and the trees have the ability to speak, and the characters who are living in the forest, they communicate with the trees and the objects of nature, and they have an intimate relationship with nature. It shows ecosexual perspective that human beings can talk, communicate, and fall in love with nature. The second novel is Prodigal Summer by Barbara Kingsolver, and in this novel, you will find that the central character is a biologist who lives in the nature and with the objects of nature, and has a sensual and erotic relationship with the objects of nature. These novels show that you can have a very good relationship, a sensual and an erotic relationship with the objects of nature, and it will lead to preserving and saving the environment as well as our planet. And I would like to share few novels that show that if human beings do not care and save the environment, it will lead to dystopian future where everything will be destroyed. One of the novels is New York 2140 by Stanley Robinson. In this novel, Stanley Robinson says and shows that it is year 2140 in which the New York has been submerged by water and almost half of the city is under the water. It shows that if we do not love the nature and the objects of nature, nature will grow violent and it will affect the human beings that will lead to the destruction of cities and countries and at the end the destruction of the world. The second novel is the Silent Spring by Rachel Carson. In this novel, she tells about the problems brought by industrialization and the pesticides and DDT. In this novel, she tells that there was a spring where there were birds and insects and fish, but through the use of pesticides and DDT, the air, the earth, the water, and rivers and sea, everything has been polluted and poisoned. As a result of that, human beings are affected. Fish, birds, and all other creatures of the planet are infected. As a result, the spring is silent. At the end, I would like to recommend the books and movies that are related to ecosexuality. A movie, Goodbye Gole Mountain by Annie Sprinkle and Beth Stevens, focuses on ecosexuality and how ecosexuality can be practiced. There is a book on ecosexuality with the title Ecosexuality When Nature Inspires the Art of Love. This book is written by Sarina Anderlini and Lindsay Hageman. In this book, they focus on what is ecosexuality, what are the most important traits of ecosexuality, and how it can be applied on literature. I would like to suggest to the students of literature and social sciences to do research in this area. In this way, you will be able to get your degrees as well as work for